Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jenny from Polly's Paper Studio, and today I have a project tutorial for you. I'm creating this very sweet and charming greeting card that we're going to create with the Penny's Paper Doll family paper collection from Graphic 45. It has lots of beautiful pattern papers and fun cut aparts and border strips. For this project I used the 12 by 12 paper pad, and I was able to complete this card and as well as finishing the inside, and I left a little pocket with the tag so a sentiment can be added. I've coordinated some fun embellishments to go with the collection, like flowers and ribbons and some altered chipboard pieces. So let's get started. So I have prepared a 6x6 card base. I'm using a double layer of matting. The first is going to be this very beautiful navy blue. I've cut this down in 1/8 of an inch increments so that it will have a nice border and be easy to put down and get even. The next level is going to be the pink cardstock, and I'm just adding that. And then for the background, I'm using the beautiful blue plaid, and that will go on just the same. I'm using a double-sided adhesive for this, so it's going to go together so quickly. The next layer is going to be built up on this foam so that it will be very dimensional. And I'm just centering that and adding that there. Like on the outside layers, I'm using the blue first, and then I'm going to top that off with pink. And this, I think, is ballerina pink. I ordered this specifically for this project. Now I've got one more layer of the pattern paper from the collection, and that is going to be put right on top and centered. So now I am going to add a pocket that really is a small envelope that I created with an envelope punch board, and then I just snipped off the top so that I can tuck in some of the journal cards, and I might just add 2 for funsie. And here is that pocket. And then the first is just one of the cut aparts. I'm going to carefully slide that in there. I do have adhesive on it, so hopefully it will cooperate. Yes, that's perfect. This will just give a nice background to the smaller tag, which was also on the cut apart page. And I'm just going to tuck that in just a tiny bit lower so that you can see the background very well. Now I have some altered chipboard. I used my Copic white for this, and it just gave it a nice flat finish. Doesn't really require too much adhesive. I'm using this Tombow Mono Multi liquid glue, and then I'm just gonna slide it in the pocket and press it to secure. You don't want to add so much that it smudges all over. I think just pressing it in place for a second will secure it nicely. The next layers are going to be this little doily. This is a half doily that I die cut from a Cherry Lynn die. And I'm just going to hold it in place while I grab the focal image. Is one of the beautiful little dolls from the pattern paper collection. So I like it right there. And then I'm going to add this sweet little girl on top. When I fussy cut that, I left a very small border of the background because there were so many very intricate little areas to get into. I wanted to make sure that it would not show nicks from the scissors. This is part of a border strip, and I'm just going to add that to the bottom. And then top that off with the stamps, which are so sweet. That little lamb. I'm gonna line this one up, I think, with that line on the border strip so that I know I've got it straight. Now for some embellishing, I'm going to add this small flower arrangement. I do like to build them before I add them so that I make sure to get all the pieces in that I want to without them overflowing the side of the card. And I just used the hot glue to attach them to this chevron ribbon and added a few. These are flower stamens. If you make your own cards or your own flowers, you'll see you can add the center. So I'm just using that as sort of a kind of flourishy bit. And I've got one small arrangement for the bottom. And that will go right here. And then one smaller set is going to be for the top. I've added a few little key charms to that, more twine and more of these spiral stamens. And that will go at the top. Normally I would make a card and put it in an envelope, but this time I put the envelope on the card. So that balances out the larger arrangement nicely. Now I'm going to add a few last touches. These are just some sequins, and so that will complete this project. If you would like to check out this collection, I will leave links in the description below, as well as links to Really Reasonable ribbon for the trim and Gypsy Soul laser cuts for the chipboard embellishments. You can also find links to our social media sites there, and you can also check out the other projects I've created with the Graphic 45 collections. So if you enjoyed this project, can you please give it a like, leave me a comment, and if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. As always, I thank you so much for watching. Bye.